104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Who wants to party?
Friday. Yay. Friday. When did that become a thing? Friday. Happy Friday, guys. We are on the cusp of the weekend. But before we even get... it's Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. And let's just get right into what happened on Roses yesterday because it was really convoluted. Here we go.
All right, I'll call you back.
All right, Monday morning, 7:20. We'll try and get you a Roses update with Steve.
Hey, Steve. Yeah.
Scuba Steve.
Today, Scuba Steve.
Yeah.
What's that from?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, yeah.
Man,
Adam Sandler.
Yes, I saw that
wow,
movie,
I
but
forgot
don't remember
about that.
at all.
Remember that was like his
What?
favorite doll, or
Yeah.
and
And
he
then
dressed
Adam
up like
Sandler
him.
had to dress up as I forget,
Scuba Steve
Yeah,
and-
Scuba Steve.
You know, I
Brother or
don't really
something.
see any repeats of Adam Sandler movies.
I
don't
love
seek them
Adam
out.
Sandler.
They're
So
all on
unless they're going to
Netflix.
be on randomly, I'm not going to see one.
What?
I see Billy
I don't know.
and Happy were.
Happy's on it's trending right now.
But it's when trending on social media or trending?
No, on Netflix, it's showing
Is
up.
it?
Yeah.
Because I know that he's doing Happy Gilmore too. He's
Is it
talking about
like
that.
yours, because you like
Yeah.
that.
Could be
comedy
my
show?
algorithm, yeah.
So I never
just-
know what's what.
Yeah.
Right.
we would
Well, the
say
top 10 are the top 10 no matter what.
or is it? I don't know, because they can manipulate
Yeah,
that.
the
to
top
any-
10 might not be your top 10. I mean, my top 10 might not be yours.
I don't trust it
Right.
anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
It's all about what we want to see, what he thinks we were looking at or we want to see.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, oh my God, I don't know what
frustrating.
happened. It must have been the family restaurant and I got geofenced or something. I don't get it. But all of my Instagram right now is packed with, let me tell you how come you're not marketing your menu enough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Or something like that.
Oh,
about
yeah.
if I was on the inside of a restaurant marketing agency, it's
Yeah, they
marketing
gotcha.
all these things to me.
they went to every restaurant and they.
Well, if you were in close proximity with your brother or sister or whoever is running the restaurant,
Right.
then it's going to feed you the same as that it would feed them because they know that y'all are related. Same thing
But
with
I
your
haven't
husband.
been around here, I don't think, enough. Then if that's the case, I should be getting all kinds of dough porn. That's what I call it.
Oh.
Bread porn.
Yeah, but you know.
Like my husband follows all these different bakeries around the world, and it's all for somebody who's not in a baking world, it might be satisfying to you to see dough, the way dough is so floppy and it just falls out of the machine, and then somebody's kneading the dough, or crispy crunchy bread, things like that. It's tons of dough, bread. My phone doesn't get that. But I don't know what I did, whether it was at my family's place or a restaurant to go eat, but everything right now is about if I was running a restaurant and I was trying to go viral. I don't get it.
Well, I'm guessing it's going to happen to all of us because I think the other day you were talking about body pillows, and now I'm getting ads for that showing up on my feed.
We were talking about how many pillows you
Pillows?
sleep with, and Sam
Yeah,
is
I got
crazy.
a bunch of ads for
Sleeps
pillows
with her eyes
yesterday.
covered and her mouth covered.
cube pillow. I used to get that for years. Look like a cube.
I feel like my phone is slacking because I don't get any of those.
It's
I'm
got
really
a hearing
depressed.
problem.
Yeah.
Not listening enough.
I don't get any of those fun ads.
Eric literally picked up my phone yesterday and said the word hemorrhoids 3 times into the microphone just to see if I would get
Did you
those
get some
ads.
Preparation H ads?
Still no.
That's so weird. That
You need to stick with it, man.
Yeah, let's keep trying.
Every day.
Stick with it. Mine's all Botox and fillers and babies and
Did you
that's
get
it.
Botox and fillers, and that's why?
I haven't gotten
Found any
Botox or filler.
good deals?
I think
Yeah.
I think it
did
really.
you do commercials for Dr. Kimberly Evans? Were you at her office? Maybe you got
And Dr. Bedros?
tapped
I
that
don't
way,
know.
or Dr. Bedros?
It's nothing
Your
exciting.
phone clearly listens to you, but it really does. If you do a Google search on something,
But
if
I'm
you,
not Googling Botox.
but if Kevin, if Eric took your phone and Googled hemorrhoids, you're going to start getting those ads.
Like I googled Jeep Wrangler last week. We were talking about your Jeep Wrangler. Remember?
Yeah, because the
And her
person
Wrangler
that
jeans.
made Wrangler
like-
jeans made Jeep Wranglers.
Like MSN.
Are
or
you
whatever.
making that up?
Yes, she's
Yeah,
making that up.
She tried it yesterday. She's like, I'm going to make this a thing.
It has to be a thing, guys. I'm going to make it a thing.
And now what are you getting, Eric?
Yeah, do you
Oh,
get
the Jeep
Jeeps on
Wrangler.
yours?
Yeah, like on MSN. Like when my computer comes up here, it gives you sports, because I look at a lot of sports. Here's some trades going on, and here's Jeep Wranglers in the corner and stuff. I'm like,
Dang, I need to start Googling that. Maybe it'll start popping up on my feed.
just Google stuff, and you'll start seeing it like on those MSN feeds. It gives you like 20 stories at a time, 50 stories. Like what?
I would think that as much time as I was spending in
Let's see.
Galveston over the
Okay.
last couple of weeks, I should have Galveston stuff on my
Yeah, and you
Instagram.
don't?
Oh, yeah, I see on Eric's grid he has Jeep ads.
It's got sports.
Sam, if you want that to pop up,
exciting.
just
Angel
go
Reese.
into your Instagram search and search Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing
And
right now.
then you're going to get ads nonstop.
Jeep Wrangler, puppies. What else can I put
Oh,
in
I'm
here?
getting that stupid vacuum that's trying to make me cave to buy the super powerful vacuum for your car. It picks up everything. And then I look at the reviews. They go, this thing sucks. After 3 times, the battery dies. It's cheap.
That's the problem.
Isn't
We
that what
always
all vacuum
rate
cleaners
them.
are supposed to do?
No, the little sucky vacuum. It's a little, it's called a,
It blows.
it's something, it's a handheld for your car to
Right.
get all the little dust.
Oh, like a dust buster for your car.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be some high power.
We like to believe it's like the government like tells you like you can't make a fake ad like that, but I mean they can't stop it. Look at
yeah.
boxes of food we get groceries. We see stuff we think, oh, that's
That's what it
organic.
looks
Or
like.
we see certain words we think
Yeah.
we're trying to be healthy,
And it's
but they're just
garbage.
using those words against us.
Buzzwords,
Well,
yeah.
you know what I did? Because I was in that position where I got one of those lifetime hoses
Oh,
for
yeah.
outside.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't fall for that one?
Okay,
I did
well,
too.
How long did it last
I'm
you?
eye
Did it
rolling.
last?
No, but
Not
I just
lifetime.
put the bad one back in the box and I returned it and then I
No.
got the another one back and then I just did that
Keep doing
every
that.
month
Keep
for the
doing that.
next
Kevin,
couple months.
What'd you
That's
do?
how it work.
I bought that thing too. My hose had broken, and I bought this industrial strength one, and now it doesn't fit. Like, do they sell like adapters for
Oh
the
yeah,
thing?
bring. Oh yeah, but you can't bring your hose in. I was going to say bring your hose in and no, you're
That's a
going
lot
to
of
have
work,
to measure
Kevin.
it.
Every 30 days, you're monitoring
The thing
that
is, they
hose
say
to send it back.
lifetime
Yes.
doesn't mean your lifetime.
It means the lifetime of a dragonfly.
maybe this thing only lasts 30 days. And that's their
Yeah.
lifetime. That's how
It
they get
could
away with
be.
it.
It sounds
not
like it,
your
but I sent
lifetime.
it back. I was like,
The
I'm going to
lifetime
get
of
my
this
warranty
nozzle.
every time.
Oh my god.
Well, speaking of things that we have bought on Amazon, coming up, I'm going to have to give you something, Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Something arrived.
Okay.
Something arrived.
As in Scoop, it is the end of an era. We are going to discuss what ends today on television after so many years. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be hot again. Looks like sunshine, high around the low 90s right now, 76 degrees and 614 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Now, y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
Okay, my friends, tonight on CBS, KHOU Channel 11, it is the last episode of Pat Sajak hosting Wheel of Fortune.
Whoa, the very final.
It has been 40 years that he and Vanna White have been together, and the evolution of that show has been a wild ride. It started out as like a shopping show.
It actually started
okay,
out.
I'm going to go ahead and buy that camping equipment. I think I want that sea bass for the wall.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and get that TV.
I wish they brought that part back. That was fun.
That
For
was
those that
when they
don't
went
know
shopping.
that, there was a whole like setup. It was like mannequins and stuff and all this equipment. And if you won the puzzle, then they have you go, quote, shopping. You're standing at the podium where you won the puzzle with the other people. And then they're showing you like the camera scanning this set. And they're like, it has prices for like the TV.
Everything would have a price
or
tag.
the tent or the, whatever, piece of furniture. Okay, I'm going to take, and you kind of do math. Like, okay, I have $7,000 to spend. I'm going to take that TV.
Did they ever show those on like
The
Game Show
reruns?
Network, like those versions?
I have not watched Game Show Network enough to know if they are showing like Wheel of Fortune.
Maybe
from the
I've never
70s.
seen Wheel of Fortune on the Game Show Network.
or even Prices Right from the 70s and 80s.
That'd be fun to watch just to see.
Because
what
like
they
the
do.
cars back then were probably like $6,000.
But now everybody wants puzzles, so that's why they
they
do
just
so many
keep
puzzles.
it going, keep it going, keep it going.
instead of the shopping part.
He wasn't the first host. The first host, because Wheel of Fortune debuted in the 70s, and it was Chuck Woolery, the Love Connection guy, was the original host of Wheel of Fortune. And he did it for like 11 years, I think.
Crazy. Well, Vanna White had a very emotional goodbye to him, and she starts it out with saying they've done 8,000 shows together. 8,000. They have grown up together. They've traveled the world together for the show, and she got really emotional about saying goodbye to the man that she's looked across the stage to for all these years.
Oh, gosh. What an incredible and unforgettable journey we've had. And I've enjoyed every minute of it with you. As this chapter of our lives is coming to an end, I know you'll still be close by. You're like a brother to me, and I consider you a true lifelong friend who I will always adore. I love you, Pat.
Now, Is that the kind of thing like when Regis left, Regis and Kelly, he'd done that TV show for so many years, and he said the last day on the set was the last day he ever saw her. Is that like when you go on vacation, you meet friends, you're like, oh, okay, we're going to be friends. Like, I know they've worked together for 40 years, but are they actually going to
do the math?
Work friends.
They did 40 years. That show is less than 3. I'll just say 3 months a year they worked together. They've only really worked together 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was
Like, I
only
just
3
did the
months a
math
year
on
they did
us.
it.
Because we've done 21 years. So.
And I just did the math. So we have done approximately 5,800 shows.
Yeah, because they don't do...
The Roula and Ryan show, there's
Because we work every day.
5,800 Roula and Ryan shows.
Because he went to my college. That was my big claim to fame.
Columbia College.
I picked him up at O'Hare, and then we went to White Castle.
Uh-huh.
Because he loves White Castle. Mm-hmm. And then we
Did he talk to you like...
Yeah, I just can't remember what we talked about.
Like friendly, or was he just like, keep driving, kid? And he had his arms folded in the
Was Pat a nice
backseat?
guy overall? Did you think he was a nice guy?
No, he was awesome. He was just a cool dude. And then I remember we took him to an event, and that's funny. I can't really remember. I didn't even take a photo with him
Because back then we probably didn't have a camera on
it was like
you.
96 or
Oh,
something.
yeah. People didn't walk around carrying cameras on them.
I did in the 90s. I was a weirdo.
But still, I should've.
Because I had a Canon Snappy, and I always had it in my purse. But people thought it was very odd that I had a camera.
I thought
in
he
my
was
bag.
taller than I thought he was like 6 feet.
Isn't that the number one thing that we are shocked about celebrities? They're so much shorter than we thought.
Well, I thought he'd be 5'6" or something, but he was like 6 foot.
He's tall.
Oh, he's tall?
Yeah, you have said that before,
Maybe-
and that
maybe
always
even
surprises
bigger.
me. Why does he look so short on television? And he's
Like
taller
Tom
in
Cruise
real
was
life?
like, when I met him, he was like 5'8".
Oh, Pat Sajak is 5'10".
Nah, he was taller than that.
Says
I'm 5'10", and I just looked at him, and I'm like,
Maybe
Like-
you grew.
yeah.
And maybe you grew here.
I didn't know he's 77 years old.
I don't know.
Because he was in Vietnam, I think.
Wow.
Wow. He looks
So-
good.
Like he was in Vietnam, and then he owns a bunch of radio stations. That's why we bonded talking about radio.
Oh, wow. So he started in radio.
Yep. He was like the Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh, he did. He worked for the Armed Forces
I
radio.
believe so. I could be wrong.
And,
stuff I can remember. I can remember the whole meeting, hanging out with him.
For now, like today's time, if you're like 17 years old or 25 years old, you don't understand the magnitude of the hysteria of television watching in the 70s and 80s and 90s. Vanna White was like a superstar. They would travel to different cities to do Wheel of Fortune, and Vanna White was like Jennifer Lopez. They would talk about her outfits.
Oh, wow.
They were so excited to see her. They were like, oh my God, Vanna. Like, think of like the American Idol shows, even like this last season, Sam, the one you just finished watching.
Yeah.
When the auditions are happening and thousands of people still show up for that, that's how people lined up to see Pat Sajak and Vanna White in their town when it came to town. And like, you know, when Katy Perry or Jennifer Lopez or whoever the female judge was would show up with her outfits, and that's how Vanna was.
That's cool.
In
Yeah.
1987,
That's really cool.
Vanna White posed for the cover of Playboy.
Yeah, that
and she
was a
says
big
she
deal.
regrets it deeply. But she wasn't naked in the magazine. They just, took a picture of her in lingerie and put it on the cover.
She wrote a book about herself, like in the 90s, in 94.
My life.
Remember the
Touching a
guy I
screen.
worked with, Steve Cochran. I remember he's like, "Ooh, here's a big thing from her book. You put your face by the water and let the water hit your teeth, and it's like a floss." And
What?
she was talking about that in her book.
Is that
like-
real?
yeah, I just remember that. For some reason, I always remember that. Like,
Well,
she talked about it like for a paragraph in her book.
Well,
So,
Ryan Seacrest is
I'm watching
going
her
to take
teeth.
over for Pat Sajak. Vanna's still going to be hitting the letters.
They already
And,
recorded that stuff.
They had to have
I don't
taped
know.
something.
I mean, I'm assuming they had to
Was
have.
it reruns like starting Monday for a few months?
Maybe for
You're
summertime
Right. They'll
they'll
probably run
do that.
reruns throughout the summer
In
and then bring
September.
Seacrest in the fall.
Because, Ryan Seacrest is real, like, he's good to put in when you just need like a mechanical, like,
He's a good reader.
Hey, I'm going to just keep it straight. Let's just go.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, if people, I think like maybe the suits think, well, people just care about the puzzles. They don't care who's actually there.
Quite
Like
true.
AI. They're like, we can put robots in there. And people still want to see what
I
the
think you
puzzle
want to
is.
see a little bit of, personality, a little bit of, like, humanity
He
in
could do
there.
that. I mean, he did the Kelly and Ryan show for 6 years.
But he never talked about anybody in his life.
No, he's
You don't know
very
nothing about
closed
Ryan
off.
Seacrest.
He's-
Nothing.
He's just an interviewer. He
Well, I
reads,
If he talks about it, it makes the news. Mm-hmm. You guys have all had something you said on the radio and then get in trouble. Imagine amping that up a million where people listen to him, and then
Right.
those Page 6 takes whatever he said on the radio and then they put it on the, in the paper and on the websites, and it gets everywhere. Just
He's
by
doing
saying
something right, obviously.
Don't be hating on him.
Let me throw you this way. This is not somebody that is touring right now, but this is a superstar of the 90s that has made a point. And the question is, do you agree or disagree? Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins says, when you go to concerts to see artists that you like, and you get mad they're not playing the hits that you know. He says, I don't feel obligated to play the hits. I feel whatever I feel like playing. If I don't want to play it, I just don't play it. I don't care if they're classic or not. I don't put on the audience like that, well, I've got to play this one for you. I think it's kind of cheese. It's not a bad thing. They want to hear songs they love, but you can't live in the past. Dude, that's why they're paying money for your ticket.
God.
I went to his concert and he went
gosh.
on, I would say, an hour riff of just guitar solo, and it was beautiful and he's talented, but I was like, bro,
1979!
No, I mean, he's
went
one
my
of
song.
these guys.
Disarm!
But they weren't.
Play
There
Disarm!
was an hour of stuff that you never heard of.
yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He's selfish. I mean, he just really is doing it. People are paying a lot of money.
Yeah,
They want to
that's-
hear the songs that they
That's
love.
the debate. Because we paid money to see your show, are you then, do you not then owe us as your fan to play a song that we know and we like?
Depends
Right.
what kind of fan you are. If you're
So you can sing along.
If you're
Yeah.
a deep fan, one of those people that like just love anything they've done, then. But that's
But it's
such
probably
a
like
small
it's-
minority.
that's what I was
It's like
just thinking.
Taylor Swift
What,
doing
like
an
10%
entire
maybe?
audience
Not
of
even.
the secret songs.
Well,
Yeah.
her fans would love that, though.
Not, I mean, I would
Not all
still
of
get
them.
mad I didn't get to hear You Belong With Me or Bad Blood or something. Like, you're not going to play any of those? Like any of
Yeah.
the songs that made you
the
crazy
only good
famous
thing
on the
is,
radio?
like when I saw the Duran Duran band, my wife loves them, and they were playing some of their new songs from that album. That was a great time to go get drinks.
Yeah.
And the great
But
thing
the
is,
fan
you can
fans,
look
we were
it
in like
up.
second row, and I saw like the first 5 rows. Those people did not leave, and they sang
were
every.
zoned in the whole
They sang
time.
every word of these new songs. I'm like,
Hardcore.
Neds.
I told y'all that's that John Mayer concert in the Woodlands. I had to buy a $45 tank top because it was so hot. I had to take my shirt off, and he didn't play any hits. And I kept yelling, "Play the hits, John! John, play the hits!"
give me one.
because it was all like, "I'm gonna do this same thing, Kev. I'm gonna do this riff on the." He laid down on the ground with his guitar and he played it with his teeth. I'm like, "That's great, John. I love
Played
you,
with
John
his
Mayer.
teeth?
Where is my body? Is a wonderland. Let's go!" All right, Open Phone Friday coming up next at 713-390-KRVE. That's the time where you can call us. Brag about something you did, somebody
talk
you
about
love,
anything
talk about
whatsoever.
anything, you have questions.
Talk about love.
Hey, the
I
airwaves
say?
are
No.
yours.
Oh, what did you say?
Guys, to talk about something you did, shout out.
Oh yeah! Right now, call in. You'll be the first person in if you talk about love.
It's Roula.
Talk about love.
I was like, oh, this took a turn. Sorry.
Then we get
about
somebody
love.
calls in. Love sucks.
Hey, by the way,
Love you.
yeah, I don't. We're gonna when we come back. I'm gonna also tell you guys our Roula like parody of Delilah.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna come face to face with her.
we're finally gonna meet her.
Do y'all know this? Okay, we'll talk about it next on the Roula and
Yep.
Ryan Show.
Happening.
It's KRBE and more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
It is Open Phone Friday, 713-390-KRBE. That is the number. The airwaves are yours.
Okay, before we get into that, just real quick, I want to tell you guys. You know, I joke about Roula because Sam Sam thought that I said we're going to talk about love next, and I was like, "What is this, Roula?" So Roula is a parody of Delilah. She's a nationally syndicated radio person who's across the country.
There's like cheesy love songs and
And
stuff.
it's like, who's on your mind tonight? Who do you love? Tell us what's so special about them. The real Delilah is going to be at our radio conference this summer.
she getting laid.
Roula and Delilah will come face to face.
What's funny is she's winning an award you won like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I was the third person ever to win the MIW award, the Air Blazer award.
Yeah.
For
And
women.
she's getting it this year.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, oh, well, look at me.
We'll be meeting.
Come to my alumni hall, Delilah, and I will do my Roula. Maybe we'll do an Instagram
I'm gonna
story
ask
or
her
something
if she's
together.
ever had people say anything to her about it.
Did you know there's another Delilah? Because I think her name is Delilah.
There are copycats
my
around the
God.
What's her
country.
name?
Right.
They do like love songs and stuff.
Hey, she's doing something right. She's
No.
like a gazillionaire.
She's killing it.
Let's go to the phones at 713-390-KRBE. Eddie is up first. Hello, Eddie. Welcome to Open Phones Friday.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Man,
What's
I'm
on
a
your
long
mind?
time listener.
Oh.
I've been trying to get a hold of y'all for quite a while.
Oh dear.
Okay.
I've been trying to win stuff too, but I never get lucky. I just wanted to talk about that. I just got out of a 19-year-old toxic relationship.
Oh, that's
And yeah, and it was pretty scary at first because I was homeless for like about 2 months. But it was cool because I was still working and I worked really hard and I got a better position at work, a higher up position,
nice.
and I got my own place. And y'all want to talk about love? I've been talking to somebody for just a little while, and you know it's really good. Like,
How did you get? How were you able to sustain, like, you know, good sleep or cleanliness?
Yeah, were you
and all this
living in
stuff
a
when you were
car?
homeless? Like, where were you showering? How were you relaxing?
at my job site, we have a shower and stuff like that. So I was shower.
Where'd you
there.
go when you were once you got done with work? Did you go in a car and just drive around, all day?
Yeah, I would go to the parks and stuff like that, or I'll just go meet up my children because they're teens now.
Okay. Did you
I'll
sleep
take
in?
them. I'll sleep hotels, my car, and stuff like that. Like, so some nights I didn't sleep because I was up thinking. I don't have no family, so my parents passed.
So the 19-year relationship, Eddie, that you got out of, can I just assume the reason you were homeless is that's why people stay in relationships? Like, well, where am I going to go if I leave this person? I can't be on my own.
That was one thing too, and most of I paid most of the bills, and I don't know if whatever. But while I was homeless, I was still paying the bills because I didn't want to, abandon my responsibilities of being a father.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you're a good man.
My kids matter to me the most,
What gave
Even
you the
though I'm
courage? What gave you the strength to finally say, I'm done with this?
It wasn't me. It was like how the situation went down, and I had everything recorded, and the police got there, and I was able to leave.
Oh wow!
I've been trying to leave for quite a while, but it got pretty crazy.
Was it like an abusive relationship? This person was
Like hitting?
harming you?
Yeah.
No,
Verbally?
no, it was like mental games all day. I'll
So-
be at work and I'll just get random crazy texts, and I don't know how to deal with it.
So after 19 years, you got out. You were homeless for 2 months, but you succeeded at work. You got yourself a new place, and now you're on a better road.
Look at you now. You should be called for Look at Me Now.
Yeah.
Look at me now.
And you found somebody. Just take your time with that
Yeah.
person. I say focus on
I'm not
yourself
trying
and
to
the
rush
kids.
it.
No, you
I'm
do
not
you.
trying to rush it. I know her for like 7 years, but I'm not trying to rush it. But I like this new.
New life.
It's new.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie. Well,
Take it
thanks
one
for
day at a
sharing that
time.
with us, and thanks for having us in your life every day. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for checking in. God bless you. Billy is up next at 713-390-KRBE. It's Open Phones Friday. Really, that means you can talk about whatever you want.
Yep.
So, Billy, what's on your mind? Good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Hey,
Good.
fantastic.
What
Awesome.
are you doing today? Are you on your way to work, or what are you doing?
Yes, I'm on my way to work. I haven't won the lotto yet, but that's okay. I have a job and I'm very blessed.
Okay.
What kind of job do you do? What's your line of work?
It's clerical, so I love my job. I love my bosses. I am so blessed.
Well, that's good. It's
Very
always nice to love your
spoiled.
boss.
That's great.
What's on your mind, Billy?
Yes. Okay, so I was talking to my nephew yesterday, and we're just talking, conversing, asking, hey, how are things going with your side job? And he was saying, good. So what he does is my nephew was a bartender at different restaurants, for the longest time. He did get out of it. However, he kind of went and he opened up his little side business where he goes to parties and he'll be a bartender.
Okay, so private bartender for house parties. Got it.
Correct. And he was saying he's doing really good and what have you. And I was telling him about how y'all have the drunk show.
Oh, yes. The end of the year
How
show
I
is the
listen
drunk
to
show.
y'all all the time and whatever.
Yeah.
People really remember
And
that
y'all
one.
go- and y'all do try it Tuesdays.
Correct.
And he is willing to go up there and make different cocktails for y'all.
Oh.
If y'all want him there.
Ooh.
Studio bartender.
Oh, like Andy Cohen.
I used to always also bartend, so we can do a bartender show off.
We
Like
could put
cocktail.
it on hold. Maybe we can get him to come up here because this week we're doing mac and cheese vodka shots.
Ew, Eric.
It's a big trend right now.
And there's
Ahmad's
a-
been practicing. He's working on it.
Oh,
We're into a
God.
Carajillo cleanser after that.
Yeah, something.
Carajillo
Ugh.
cleansers. Which, is it bad form to want a Carajillo at this time? Like if I came in with my
No, we
roadie
have so
with a
much iced
Carajillo-
coffee in the fridge.
Oh, dear.
Oh my God! But see,
It's
here's the
already
thing.
sweet.
But it's already sweet. Here's
Yeah.
the trick: if you've never had a carajillo is basically black coffee. You're supposed to make it with espresso. I've had to make it with just black coffee.
Oh,
before.
yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
had.
that's what
I
we
always
do.
do
You do
coffee.
espresso shots and you put liquor 43, LICOR, the number 43. You can find it in any liquor store, and you shake it in a shaker. It gets real foamy, and
With
you
ice.
pour it in a glass with ice. I mean, you pour the ice in a glass, you drink it. What's so delicious about that is the liquor 43 with the black espresso or the black coffee. The the mistake I made one time is I'd already made coffee that had creamer in it, and I was like, maybe I'll have some Liquor 43 in this. No. Liquor 43 is
I
sweet.
like to add creamer to mine.
No, because I feel like Liquor 43 has
You
a
get a little
sweetness
milk,
to
they
it.
say. You can put a little milk.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of milk, but not like my creamer was flavored.
No, I
so
still
there
add
was a
creamer.
sugar
Much
content
flavor.
I
to
add
it.
it
It looks
all.
really cool when you pour it in the cup because like a little
The
bit of
foam.
it's the foam, the little froth.
Yeah, it's so good.
Just from putting that shaker.
And you can't really do a carajillo with dinner. Like
It's after dinner.
After dinner. After I have a
then
steak, I
after
give it a
dinner,
steak.
though,
Yeah,
you're
always
drinking a
after
carajillo unless you're going to go hard for another 4 or 5 hours.
Right?
Oh, that's what I do instead of dessert.
Do decaf if you want.
True, but then like I went to dinner
I don't do
last
that.
Friday with my nephew, and he and I had carajillos, and I wanted to start with carajillo. And Tasso goes, my husband goes, "Really, you want to start the carajillo before your appetizers?" I go, "I don't know, I just feel like I
feel
need
that'd
the
make you sick.
caffeine."
Yes.
And I could drink that pretty fast. I ended up not doing the carajillo until the end, and man, my face was red.
Yeah, you have a martini at the beginning or a old fashioned.
Well, when I'm in Mexico, I have a hot one in the morning.
Do you?
Yeah, the first thing when we get down to the little breakfast club.
No, I like it.
I've never
iced.
tried a hot one. It's always been
Piping
can't
hot
do
coffee
hot-
with liquor.
Piping hot coffee with, because I mean,
It's the same thing
It's
as
just
putting
like
Kahlua
a
in
Kahlua.
coffee,
It's the
or
same thing.
Tia Maria or Tuaca
Yeah.
or something.
Tuaca is good too. That's why I
Tuaca.
changed over to because it's not as sweet.
Oh, really?
But it still has
Did
that.
Liquor
great
43
flavor.
just show up the last 10 years for us?
I don't
think
know.
so.
It has to
I
be
see
around, but I've never heard of it.
billboards now. It
Yeah.
has 43 ingredients and it's from Spain.
It's really good.
Is that a good thing? 43.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Time for the
That's why it's called
43.
KRBE to tell you what's going down in
Wait, I thought that was just their
H-Town.
favorite number.
No, it's like the same concept with Heinz 57, you know?
That's 57
What, there's
ingredients.
57 ingredients in that?
No, that's
no,
actually,
that's not a
I
good
think
thing.
it's the 57th product.
Yeah, I don't think that would be their.
Yeah, that's a
I
bad
don't think it could
example.
be anything.
That's not a good
Well,
thing. to have that many
WD-40.
ingredients.
I think that was the 40th one that they tried.
Or is it 40 things it can fix?
You're just
Now we're going down
Now
some
you're
tunnel
really
stuff.
strict.
I'm going to look it up while you're talking.
Okay, so Houston is finding itself under the influence of a high atmospheric pressure this weekend. That means temperatures are going to be hot, topping out in the mid 90s. Humidity is going to make it feel like it's 105 degrees. Today is also an ozone action day until 6 p.m. On ozone alert days, the amount of ground level ozone poses health risks to people with asthma or any kind of respiratory ailment. Now, overall, if you had to take a guess, which major Texas city has the most unbearable summer weather?
Houston.
No.
Maybe Dallas because it's like an oven.
Well, a new study was based on 4 categories: temperature, humidity, rainfall, and severe thunderstorms.
Houston.
And it's actually San Antonio has the worst weather in Texas, followed by Austin,
They're wrong. It's Houston.
then Houston, then Dallas, then Fort Worth.
I think Dallas is the worst, man.
Dallas is like a dry oven.
That oven feel. At least
Yeah.
here, it's good for our skin.
The humidity?
Yeah, we got
There.
that
Makes you so
humidity.
sweaty.
Maybe you just
now.
don't sweat. Like your armpits might sweat, but it just dries up so fast.
You feel like you're
Like
being
Vegas.
baked in an oven in Dallas.
I feel like that was super graphic.
Yeah, just like
I could picture that.
Sweaty
Yep.
pit.
Now, something
Gross.
no
fun
wet
to
shirts.
What? Say it again?
Your shirts aren't wet. You know, here it's like
You're sopping wet.
Yeah.
You're drenched.
still damp.
Do you guys remember a couple years ago when they had this, the Infinite? It's Space Explorers the Infinite. It's a powerful...
They came in here.
Yeah.
We put on the goggles, like the virtual
VR
reality goggles.
thing,
We look
yeah.
like we were on the space station.
It's inspired by NASA missions aboard the International Space Station. It's back. Yeah, I did this. It's so much fun.
we all did it in the room for Track
Yeah,
Tuesday.
but I actually went to the... you did the
But
VR
I did
headset.
it better. I did it better.
No, what I'm saying is that I went to the actual experience where they have these paths and you are walking on the space station. It feels so real. And you look up and there's there's the Earth and you can see the cities rotating by you. It's amazing, but it's going
Where's
on
that?
through June 30th. It's in Sawyer Yards. That's 2000 Edward Street, Sawyer Yards. And it's
Off
going
I-10.
on now through June 30th. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And by the
y'all.
way, Kevin, you are correct. Licor 43 is from the 43 different ingredients. Although the recipe is guarded closely as a secret, it is citrus and fruit juices, vanilla, aromatic herbs, spices, and other things.
That's a lot of stuff to put in there.
Liquor 43.
And
Carajillos.
WD-40 is
Not in
the
it.
40th formula.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
What about
that's
Heinz
interesting.
57?
Yeah, look up Heinz 57. What was that? Why do they call it Heinz
well,
57?
we'll
It's
come back with
57
that.
varieties, I believe,
Maybe.
is what they originally
When it was
called
the
it.
old glass bottle ketchup, you're supposed to hit it on the
Yes.
57 to loosen the ketchup to get it out.
Yeah.
The glass bottle
and you see
ketchup.
the ketchup now, the plastic you're supposed to squeeze on the sides, and it just keeps running.
Yeah,
Really?
instead of
we
squeezing
push
the body.
You know,
Yeah.
we push the body of it. You're supposed to push like the side part, like bottom, like to the tip.
Too many rules. Just give me some ketchup.
I know.
Coming up next, Special K's got a prank call.
Oh, it's salacious.
Is
It
it
is inappropriate. It is a telemarketer turnaround, and he turns it around on me in such
Uh-oh.
a vulgar way.
Oh my God, I would say
really?
earmuffs, but all the kids are asleep, y'all.
Yeah, they're
it's
on
adult
school
time.
now.
Adult
That's
Swim.
right.
Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.